This is the iPhone XS in 5 minutes. Subscribe for similar Apple coverage.
iPhone XS. It is the most advanced iPhone we've ever created.
It is made of a surgical-grade stainless steel. It has a gorgeous new gold finish on the front and on the glass. The screen goes top to bottom, edge to edge, rounded into the corners, with a new formulation of glass that is the most durable glass ever in a smartphone. iPhone XS comes in 3 finishes: gold, silver, and space gray. And they're protected from dust and liquids to an even higher level now, IP68. That means it's protected to 2 meters for up to 30 minutes. And this is some of the most fun, intense testing we get to do at Apple. The screen on iPhone XS is a Super Retina display, 5.8 inches on the diagonal, 458 pixels per inch, the highest quality display on an iOS device. It's as big a display as the plus-size phone, but in a smaller design, using the latest formats, Dolby Vision HDR10. Your photos look stunning. You shoot them with beautiful wide color, and they display better than ever on the new Super Retina display, because it has a 60% greater dynamic range for colors in your photos. So there are 2 Super Retina displays now, 5.8 inch, 6.5 inch, both OLED displays, both a 1,000,000:1 contrast ratio. They're HDR displays. They have fast 120 hertz touch-sensitive layer. That's how it gets its smooth scrolling, really fast typing and gaming response. They both have 3D touch for pressure sensitivity. They have tap to wake. They have incredible color management. They're true tone displays, so the paper white looks just right in all the different lighting that you use it. And we've matched them to incredible sound systems as well, better than in any iPhone to date. Now, with the XS, you get a wider stereo field. Face ID is a huge step forward in biometric protection for all of our personal data on our devices. And there's so much technology in that little space right there. An infrared camera, flood illuminator, proximity sensor, ambient light sensor, dot projector, front camera, speaker, and microphone. And they're designed with multiple neural networks. Pick up your iPhone, look at it, it recognizes your face and unlocks. In fact, we're proud to say it is the most secure facial authentication ever in a smartphone. Everything we do on the iPhone is our A-series chip, the A12 Bionic, 7-nanometer chip. And that's a huge breakthrough with 6.9 billion transistors. We're going to talk about the CPU, the GPU, and the neural engine. Let's start with the CPU. It is an Apple-designed 6-core CPU. This is a fusion system. It has 2 high-performance cores, 4 high-efficiency cores. The 2 high-performance cores run up to 15% faster than the cores in the A11 Bionic, while also being 40% more energy efficient. And the high-efficiency cores are up to 50% more energy efficient. And all 6 cores can run at once. Well, this is an Apple-designed GPU. It's now up to 50% faster than the A11. It's an 8-core dedicated machine learning engine to power all that great machine learning software. And the performance is unmatched. Could process an insane 5 trillion operations per second. Twice as much internal storage previously. So now you can have up to 512 gigabytes of internal storage if you want. It is a remarkable new dual camera system. It has a 12-megapixel wide camera, 12-megapixel telephoto camera, and an even more improved True Tone flash. It has a new sensor, a larger sensor with bigger, deeper pixels. You have the True Depth camera system, and that's a new sensor as well, a 7-megapixel sensor that's twice as fast. So, for example, in the A12 Bionic is the image signal processor, working together with the CPU. And it does so many things every time we take a picture. We have a brand new feature we call Smart HDR. Now, we all know what HDR is, right? You can take a couple of photos and merge them together to bring out highlights and shadows and keep your subject looking great. Well, Smart HDR takes this idea so much further. And the camera recognizes you're shooting a subject and the subject's moving. You go to press down on the shutter and you get a picture instantly. It's called zero shutter lag. What the A12 Bionic is actually doing is shooting a 4-frame buffer so it can capture that critical moment. It's also capturing secondary interframes, and those interframes are shot at a different exposure level to bring out highlight details. Shooting a long exposure so it can get better shadow detail as well. Finding out how to match up the best parts of each and merge them into one perfect photo. That's Smart HDR. It is a breakthrough, and the team wanted to make a big advancement in what can be done with bokeh. This is so exciting. So when you take the picture with portrait mode and you tap edit, you're going to see a new slider on the bottom. It says depth. You're going to have to watch 2 things at once. You're going to watch the depth and you're going to watch the background. Adjust the depth of field from f1.4 to f16. This is done after you've taken it. This has not been possible in photography of any kind of camera. This is something that iPhone can now do with the power of the A12 Bionic chip. iPhone XS is able to, compared to iPhone X, get you up to 30 minutes longer in your day than iPhone X did, and that's really great. Is dual SIM capability. In your phone, waiting to get the call, whichever one gets it becomes the active line. We've added our eSIM technology. A single physical SIM and an eSIM. XS will come in 3 configurations, 64 gigs, 256 gigs, and that new 512 gigabyte storage capacity. It starts at $999. Pre-ordering on Friday, September 14th, and it'll ship a week later, September 21st.